Hey everybody, it's your hospitality friend Glenn. Believe it or not, in my hometown of New York City at IHIF NYU conference, I got Greg Kennealey, who's running Peregrine over there, one of the coolest companies around. Greg, great to see you, man.
Thanks for having me. Great to be here.
Yeah, I'd also like to thank my friends over at Actable. Actable gives you the power to profit. Check them out at actable.com. So we're here at IHIF. It's the kickoff day. And I got to tell you, I'm really confused about the general trends in the marketplace. How are you feeling generally? And then specifically, we'll start with operations for what you guys are going through currently.
Yeah, look, it's a difficult time in our industry, right? There's a lot of things going on. They're creating a lot of uncertainty. And you know what we keep talking about at our team is let's focus on what we can control. Let's focus on,
I love talking about that. Go on.
let's take care of our guests, let's take care of our employees, and the profits will take care of themselves.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Because if you have strong focus, then I think you're going to be able to be successful. I've been trying to figure out this puzzle on how people could be successful. And one of the things that I'm preaching is you got to get back to basics. And I think that kind of goes into what you're saying. You got to have hustle. You got to get out there and get those sales done.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, the hospitality industry, at this conference, it's all about finances, right? But in reality, it's all about taking care of the guest at the property. We talk at Peregrine about the fact that there are no cash registers at the corporate office, right? The cash registers are at the hotels. That's where the guests are. And it's our job to make sure we've got the best people that are equipped to be successful and deliver great experiences to our guests. And if we do that right, the profits will follow.
All right, so I know you guys are doing that, right? We're trying. I've been following you for a long time. But that's only one component. The other is you said you had 45 properties. You're looking to continue to expand.
Definitely.
How are you thinking about that? And I'm just kind of feeling like, hey, is anybody going to invest in new builds at this point? Or are we just going to have money on the sidelines till I'm dead?
Yeah, you know, every conference we come to, they say it's going to get better in 6 months. That's right. And we've been doing that for 3 years. So I hope they're right. Right now, the mood is pretty subdued.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of transactions in the marketplace. As an owner of hotels, I like that supply is muted and it's hard to develop ground up right now. That works to my advantage.
But you also want to develop hotels.
We would like to try, but you know, that part's been tricky. So the transaction market's slow. We are trying to grow. And so what I think is really important, particularly at times like this, is you have to have discipline on the acquisition side. You have to find good opportunities that are good for you specifically. And that's where the discipline comes in.
For you specifically, what does a good opportunity look like?
We're generally looking for hotels that are undercapitalized and undermanaged,
right?
Where we can come in and we're not going to get a ton of help right now from market growth. So we've got to find it by running the middle of the P&L more efficiently, being more creative with revenue management and value add that the guests wanting to pay for.
Yeah, so just for our younger listeners out there, basically what you're saying is you try to find properties that are underperforming where you could come in and we'll use that cliche, find that low-hanging fruit in order to be able to get it up and going. But also typically what happens is you may renovate and reposition as well, depending on the property.
There's a lot of hotels that have not had proper reinvestment going all the way back to COVID, and those hotels are really tired. They need capital, and we're well positioned to provide that. And in an ideal situation, if you can put capital in and lift the profile of the hotel, maybe even the brand of the hotel, you know, sort of from here to here, that's where you can get a real bump in rate, and that math tends to work really well.
So 2025, are you sleeping better right now than you did a year ago?
No.
Well, I'll tell you, that's the thing about our industry. There's always opportunities and there's always challenges. And I like to look at the challenges out there and see how you can turn them into opportunities. And it sounds like that's your mindset as well.
We're certainly trying. But one thing I love about the hospitality industry is it's never boring.
Yeah.
It's never boring.
Sure. Yeah, that's complete opposite of me. So maybe that's a good place to end it. So for Greg, myself, Glenn, I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that kind of good stuff. We'll see you next time on another No Vacancy. Bye, everybody.
Thanks so much.